Viewers like you make this program possible. Support your local PBS station.
Loosen your belts, because overindulgence is the name of the game in this episode. Chang and Sean Brock make 3 versions of the world-famous hot brown.
If Sean's in town, we got to do the hot brown. And we're gonna, I just said a haiku.
Go on a whiskey tasting tour. Well, maybe part of the tour.
Cheers. We can say all day right here.
Chang travels to Montreal for over-the-top, mind-bending foie gras sandwich. And Chang overindulges with his pal Aziz Ansari at Joe Beef.
Spam and gold leaf. This should never be together. Well, that makes it so much more interesting.
Enter the mind of the chef.
I do a whole chicken soup.
I suppose in most circumstances, gluttony is, well, a bad thing. But to some, it's a matter of meticulous pleasure. And to others, an immoral transgression. In fact, it's one of the 7 deadly sins that, according to the church, can mean eating too soon, eating too much, eating too eagerly, eating too daintily, eating wildly, or eating too expensively. Chang will be covering just a few of these, testing his voracious appetite along the way.
Cheers. Nice.
Drinking too much may not be gluttonous by definition, but when it's Pappy Van Winkle, anything is possible.
Today we're going to Buffalo Trace in Frankfort, Kentucky. We met Sean Brock at the airport. Sean Brock's a good friend of mine, runs one of the best restaurants in the country called McCrady's.
Howdy, boys.
What's up?
How y'all doing? Welcome to Kentucky.
He's very good friends with Julian Van Winkle.
Good to see you, man.
If I get cirrhosis of the liver, I'm gonna blame Julian Van Winkle. It's not because I'm addicted to alcohol, it's just that his bourbon is so good.
Pappy, my grandfather, started making whiskey in 1893, so well over 100 years.
Historically, Frankfort, it's just been known as bourbon brewing.
Distilling.
Distilling.
Right. Yeah, north central Kentucky is where most of the bourbon's made. It's basically because the groundwater here is filtered through limestone, so has no iron in it. Perfect for bourbon, perfect for whiskey.
He's gonna show us basically everything you need to know about making Pappy Van Winkle approved bourbon. Oh, I feel like this is a real Willy Wonka at the Caramel Factory.
Put your finger on it. I didn't tell him what it does to your bowels. It goes right through you. You're in for a long night. All right, let's go see the big still. Have you ever tried White Dog before? This is about 140 proof. So you have the alcohol being vaporized and not the water. The vapor goes up to the top, it's collected in coils.
The vaporizer.
Right, the vaporizer. Further refined.
I like that.
Woo! I don't know how y'all drink that stuff. It burns my tongue.
Well, I got a good buzz going on.
Right.
We can say all day right here.
We gotta get these boys out of here. All right, boys, hold your ears.
It's like ceremonial.
I can do this.
There you go. This is a whiskey thief. If you'll grab a glass.
Gladly.
My grandfather started this recipe, and we've stuck with it for over 100 years, and that would be the wheat instead of rye recipe. Also, the age is as complicated to make this as it is any single malt scotch. Pretty good.
That's tasty.
So you've taken corn at the peak of its life cycle in terms of flavor, dried it, turned it into mash, basically corn water, let it rot, ferment,
Take all the sugar out of it.
right, distill it, and then you're letting it age in the barrel for a very long time.
Right. The flavor of our whiskeys, because they're so old, comes from this barrel. So that's really the beauty of our product is this whiskey barrel. So all the sugars in there are put into the whiskey from the oak and the resins and so forth, produce all these different flavors. All right, guys, what do you say we go taste some different ages of bourbon in the lab, and we'll discuss the nuances of the different flavors that a barrel can produce.
If we have to. Wow.
Bourbon has to be at least 51% corn. These are 19 years old, soon to be 20 next year. Those are all really hard to pick out the difference on those.
I was about to say, you're the master. I'm not picking up much difference. I was going to ask you what you thought.
Which is really what you want, is consistency. And a lot of times, it's not so much the flavor we're looking for, but it's the heat that you get on some barrels and not the others.
If all of these three barrels followed all those rules, but let's say one of them tasted completely different, what would you contribute that to?
Its main thing is going to be the oak that the barrels are made out of, what part of the tree it comes from, where the tree is grown, what part of the countryside, what's in the soil.
That's pretty
obviously.
crazy.
They've even done experiments here. I mean, we've GPSed where trees are grown, the best trees for the best barrels. So now when the barrel manufacturers make barrel, they'll plant trees in that area.
Here's the most delicious stuff in the universe, man.
Best friends forever.
Cheers.
That rye is so damn delicious.
Spicy.
Oh,
It's spicy.
Gets you right back here.
Stop talking.
you didn't eat some too.
Just a splash. That's good.
I was gonna say something.
Amazing. And it's just a really perfect vessel because it...
Sean Brock, welcome back.
Thank you.
While we were in Louisville, after drinking a lot of White Dog,
Way too much.
way
now
too
that I
much
look
White
back.
Dog, we got back to the hotel. You guys continued drinking.
Right, heavily.
We ordered the Hot Brown.
Created in 1926 at the Brown Hotel in Louisville, Kentucky, the Hot Brown in its original form was an open-faced meat and cheese fest smothered in sauce. Arteries, beware.
I think we were in agreement that whoever invented it was drunk or
hammered
cooking
drunk.
it for drunk people.
Exactly. I think the best part is we expected it to really suck.
Not only did it taste good, it took us down.
It was so perfect for that day.
We were supposed to go out to dinner later that night. He misses the entire thing.
The Hot Brown took me down. Hot Brown's very cool. You take roasted turkey, slice it, put it on the plate, and just drench it in classic, tasty, super wonderful Mornay. Slice fresh tomatoes. You put that into the salamander, nice and bubbly, a little bit more cheese, and then you put bacon on top.
It's basically a heart attack.
That's exactly what you would
It's the
make
only
at
thing
3
in the
a.m.
South. Nobody else would eat this. I'm just cooking off some slices of bacon. Very simple. Sean is going to make a Mornay, and it's equal parts butter to flour. Right now, we're making a roux. And roux is a base to a mother sauce. Bechamel is a mother sauce. We're gonna add a little cream, and it's gonna start to thicken. So he's gonna add the milk right now.
Making this reminds me of being in cooking school, in culinary school.
I know, I was saying the same thing.
My first class in cooking school was stocks and sauces, and they started talking about the mother sauces and bechamel. I'm like, that ain't bechamel, that's gravy, man. I've been making that since I was knee-high to a grasshopper.
Got bacon, I'm gonna feed you. He's adding some pecorino cheese. That's just also gonna help thicken the sauce, but that turns it into a Mornay. I'm gonna reheat some turkey breast. While he likes turkey, I think turkey's gross, unless it's covered under Mornay or some type of gravy.
Real turkey, man, is amazing. I don't think we eat enough turkey these days, because there's so much bad turkey out there, and it's prepared so poorly.
Because it's a dumb bird, man.
They are so
the
stupid.
dumbest-
You know, they drown themselves sometimes when it rains?
Yeah.
I almost did that last night. The turkeys that we're cooking and eating are so genetically engineered that they're not even real. Real turkey has so much more character. I'll send you some real turkey.
You're mixing that up with wild turkey.
Toasting up the bread, lots of butter on there.
All right, man, let's assemble.
All right.
So, we made our Mornay sauce. We have some cheese for garnish, curly parsley, some cayenne pepper, just a little bit, our turkey breast, our bacon, and our toasted white toast. I'm gonna go Hungry Man style.
No, the bread goes in like this.
Oh, you were right, you son of a...
They're all about presentation at the Brown Hotel.
This is awesome. No wonder it puts you to sleep, man.
So the cheese that's in the Mornay sauce, gonna get nice and bubbly and wonderful.
Can you tell people just why Southern food is so heavy?
All that food was created when people got up at 5 a.m. and worked till 7 p.m. in the sun, in the fields. You need those carbs to get you through the day.
I would be a terrible farmer. Oh, yeah, dude. Look at that.
That is key.
Gotta have your parsley, man.
I think it needs more Mornay.
Are you serious? Yours is looking really nice.
I just copied the brown.
This is the hot brown.
Montreal, Canada. I can think of few other chefs who gleefully indulge in gluttonous sin more than Frederic Morin and Dave McMillan from Joe Beef. And a prime example is their version of an infamous fast food monster known as the Double Down.
This is my favorite restaurant in the whole world. And I'm envious of your lives because it's everything that I wish I could still do.
I love it.
So you're gonna cook us what?
Okay, I'm not a big proponent of foie gras. I just think this has a... I don't dislike foie gras, but I'm just like,
Come
what
on,
more,
but let's
you
just
know?
say, like, in Quebec, in Montreal, there's a lot of foie gras.
I love French food, right? It's burgundy wine, sweet breads, man, with just asparagus, vin jaune, you know? Very simple. We do the Côte de Bœuf on red wine sauce, a little bit of marrow, mushroom, you know? I'm really, really proud of that. But then I put it on the board, and there's a few people that get it. And you see them, they're like, yeah, that was really, really good. But most people, like most young people, bloggers, you know, people with cool shoes, they come in and they eat it, and they're like, not bad. What the is worse than not bad, you know? You like your wife? Not bad. Yeah. So I was thinking about that, and I was like, but of course, those people grew up with Big Macs and Gatorade X Factor, so they need that much taste, you know? So this thing is like engineered just like to be the perfect thing for those people. So I make just 2 pieces there.
So we took some loaves of the auto gavage foie gras, and we're soaking it in milk.
Yeah, it's buttermilk.
So we're taking the buttermilk soaked foie.
Yeah, this is the flour we make.
Rolling it in your flour.
Again, it's a Big Mac theory, right? It's just a good aim to like make it taste like that intense. And again, I can't spend the rest of my life making a Côte de Bœuf. You know, I want a little bit of happy people out there, you know? This is smoked cheddar. We got beautiful cheese in Quebec, right? And we buy this cheddar and we put it in vacuum bag with maple syrup and a bit of bourbon, and we put a little bit of petrel. And then we smoke it in the smoker, right? Till it starts melting, then we put it in the freezer again, and it's really good.
What kind of wood?
A maple, strictly maple. I put the bacon in there. Usually I don't do that. It's just because my griddle is not on, right?
And you're being lazy.
Of course, man.
Once you enter the world of Joe Beef, different logic, different set of rules.
All right.
So you know that it's nice in the center?
Yeah. 3 minutes. You ever see that? Gas. It's the best, man. Look. Sure you can carry that on the plane, along with your other gifts. I put bacon because bacon makes everything good, man. You know what? This is the one item that gets people a little bit like... Did I get the sound right? Have the double down mayo.
What's in that?
Mayonnaise, sriracha, and reduced glace de poulet.
Which is?
Like bouillon, but we make everything in-house. Man, but that's really good. Look at that. Okay, you know what I wrote for the foreword in the book for that? Dear world, I'm sorry the food has come to that. Like Richard Pryor more or less said, the double down is God's way to tell you you have too much money.
Chang and his pal Aziz Ansari sit down for a meal with Joe Beef's other enabler, Dave McMillan.
But why? Why wouldn't we take over Canada? It's not like you'd stop us. All we need is a small militia to go from Nova Scotia
What if you guys
to
just
Vancouver.
took Quebec? A small militia.
Small militia, 50
You think that-
people, tops.
You know, we're like not really protesting
I
very
know you're not
loudly
protesting.
against the idea. We're like,
But the
yeah, super
reality
cool.
is-
7-Eleven. So these are Carr's Oysters, Prince Edward Island, New London Bay.
We've been talking about having a oyster shucking competition.
What about Invasion of Canada could be based on an oyster shucking competition?
Really, what do we have to gain if we lose?
A Spam truffled egg with gold leaf.
Spam and truffle.
And gold leaf, Spam and gold leaf. The lowest end denominator and the highest end denominator should never be together, well, that makes it so much more interesting.
The skin pig noodles
Whoa.
with lobster.
What?
Skin pig.
Pig skin.
Pig skin in place of pasta. You like pig skin?
Never had them before, it's good.
It's a horse and butter tartare.
Eating horse in the UK is illegal.
What? I never had horse, I don't think. Here we go.
Do you serve horse in any other your restaurants?
People would freak out.
You can't even get it. You don't think it's available.
It would be easier serving human carcass.
Are you crazy? You have to be very careful with horse, as there's no, in Canada at least, federally mandated horse abattoir. So horse is a little bit sketchy. So a lot of the horses definitely be racetrack horses, pumped heavily of testosterone or horse testosterone and clenbuterol.
This is a horse that was a little bit too slow, and they killed him. Came in third place.
And this, of course, is Fred's creation, the 2 big slabs of foie gras.
Oh my God.
I feel like I'm gonna die.
I've been wanting to have Double Down for a long time. I've been protesting its existence.
It's good. Look at you, dude.
I had one bite.
Please kill that Double Down.
I had one bite. It's really good.
It's weird.
Just tastes like a bunch of honey and fried stuff.
Thank you so much for cooking this. That was great.
Can you stand up?
And now Chang builds something a little less mammoth.
We really wanted to keep all of the components of the hot brown, but make it lighter. It's a great example of where we want to take some of the beautiful ideas in the hot brown. but
Yeah, be inspired.
Maybe be inspired by something that's a truly Southern dish. We took a turkey breast, pounded it out. We're gonna take some Activa RM, which is meat glue. And instead of bacon, we're gonna take Benton's ham.
I never had that before. Is it good?
If anyone's consumed more Benton's ham in this world,
Than you.
no, it's you. I don't even come close
Daily.
second, man.
Daily.
We have acetate mold, and in here, we have the Mornay sauce, the same type of Mornay that we made earlier, but we set it with some low axle-gellan, like 0.06%, and then we're gonna freeze it. So we freeze the guy, and then we defrost it a little bit so he can pop out the Mornay. We just roll this guy up.
You put the jollen in there just to thicken it?
Thicken it and to
For heat
prevent
stability?
it for heat stability. And we're gonna torque this guy. The thing with torquing it this way is, since the center's so solid right now, every time I bring the string around, it tightens it up like a press. And I'm just gonna work on the other side to even it out. Continue to torque it around, and we're gonna get something like this. This we're gonna put in a water bath. We're gonna cook it at 65 Celsius, 70 Celsius for like 20 minutes. And this is what you get. We have our turkey breast with a Mornay sauce of all the elements so far of a hot brown in this guy right here. We could deep fry this, but we're gonna roll it in butter and just get color on it. Remember how Ferran does his tomatoes? Just cuts it out so you have the segments?
For the seeds?
Yeah.
I can get you seed pods.
Right, get me the seed pods. When we boned out the turkey breast, we took the skin off and we just put it between trays and made turkey chips. Poultry skin is remarkable, particularly turkey and chicken skin. You can boil it and still get it crisp after the fact. We make a lot of our stocks, we steep them like teas.
Yeah.
We don't want to agitate them, we don't do that. So in here, we toasted breadcrumbs and just pulverized them. And literally, steep turkey broth like a tea. So we're gonna let that sit for about 5 minutes. Our turkey breast, we rolled it in butter, heated it through. It's cooked. All we're trying to do is heat the center through and melt that gellan. Squirts out just a little bit.
That is cool.
So we have toasted breadcrumbs in there.
Looks like beer.
We're gonna pour on our turkey broth that we made from the legs,
That looks great.
skin, parsley oil, and some bacon fat. And that is our version of the hot brown.
Gorgeous.
And now a final rethinking of the classic hot brown by Chef Sean Brock.
Sean, you ready to show us your version of the hot brown?
I just wanted to lighten it up a little bit. This is really a good example of taking something that is classic and heavy and wonderful and just making it different, a little more refined. Components of the hot brown, you have tomato, Mornay, turkey, bacon. I love the idea of cooking the turkey bone in. It always has more flavor when it's in the bone.
You poached it in...
A tiny bit of duck fat. I get so excited for Thanksgiving because I love turkey.
I cannot share your excitement on turkey.
So you see lots and lots of fresh thyme, aromatics. I wanted to get some of the bacon flavor in with the croutons. So we're just gonna shallow fry these in bacon fat. Let's carve this thing up. That looks awesome. Feels like Thanksgiving. Mmm, that's good.
That's good.
See the moisture in that? That's what gets me excited. So Sun Gold tomatoes. These are the first ones from the garden right here. So we got that beautiful little slice of turkey. We took the Mornay and treated it the same way that they make American cheese.
That'd be just a good grilled cheese.
So again, I think this is a lighter, cleaner version. Place this around. Bacon, braised croutons, pickled ramps. Crazy about pickled ramps, man. This is turkey skin that we poached and then fried, and Parmesan crisp. That'll give it that crispy skin taste. Sicily stuff is awesome. Fennel flowers. I put some yarrow in there, elderflowers, bacon, Parmesan consomme.
That's beautiful, buddy. So we've taken that heavy hot brown that was delicious, that literally put you to sleep for 12 hours, and we've lightened it into something that has all the flavor profiles of the original hot brown, but with herbs that accentuate. Awesome, man.
Very cool, not bad.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Gluttony is not good.
That is so much better than I thought it was going to be.
And there is, no doubt, a price to be paid.
I went to the doctor the other day, and she goes, you know, if you don't watch out, you're going to get the gout. And I was like, gout?
But if it's Dave Chang and friends leading you into gluttony and overindulgence,
Where'd yours go? You spill it?
I spilled it in here.
that's a very, very dangerous and delicious thing.
It's really good.
So light.
Yeah.
I would eat the rest, but I feel like that would be a bad move pacing-wise.